Okay, everybody, I'm here with Mexican Iron Man, and we are going to be talking about Marvel Studios' Phase 5 lineup. And honestly, to me, it's a little underwhelming, but I want to get Mike's thoughts. Mike, what are you thinking about this lineup, man? What we have coming up, and you can tell me when to stop. We got Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh, you know it already.
I know this inside now because I've discussed this at length on 2 other live streams, so we can just go through it and go thumbs up, thumbs down quick.
Okay, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
You know, this movie's done the same. Ant-Man 1, Ant-Man 2, it's the same kind of trope, the giggly thing. I'm done with it, not excited.
Not really excited, but also...
Not excited.
Also, it might be the second best thing on this list. Which is...
I agree with it. It's tied for, well, second or third. But yeah, okay.
All right, so then we got Secret Invasion on Disney+, which I would have been really excited for if it was a movie, but It's not. It's a TV show, which makes me less excited somehow.
And that's because all the other TV shows are weak.
Right, because the rest of the shows are weak. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, that's going to be good.
That's number 1 on the whole list right now.
For me, too, that's number 1 on the list, too.
It's the number 1 on the list for me.
Yep, is Volume 3. Marvel's Echo. I have no idea what that is, and I don't care.
Me neither.
What is Marvel?
I don't even know. Someone had to tell. I just asked. I just went over this list with. I don't even remember what live stream I was on, and I don't even know who Echo is. They told me, and then I'm like, oh yeah, but then I forgot again now.
Right. So it looks like Maya.
Oh,
Lopez.
That's right. This chick. Don't know. Don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. Why is she getting her own show?
Because she's a chick.
I know, but that's a bad reason. Like, the idea of introducing characters in the movies and then giving them shows makes sense. This doesn't make any sense. But okay, whatever.
No.
Loki Season 2, I'm sort of excited about that. I did like Loki 1.
You did?
To a degree. You know what I liked about it, bro?
I didn't.
Is if you strip all the Marvel nonsense out of it, it plays like a science fiction show. Like, strip all the Marvel stuff out.
Okay, I can see where you're going with that. All right. I didn't like it at all because I was expecting this and I got that. And
same. I expected one thing. I got something.
You know what? If someone had said that to me early on when I started watching, I probably maybe could have given it a break. But I was just horrifically disappointed with Loki. Horrifically disappointed. I was so looking forward to that series when it came out, and I was just horrifically disappointed.
So I expected, just like you, I expected one thing. I got something completely different. However, what I got felt like science fiction, and you know us, like I'm science. I bleed, I breathe, I eat, sleep, live science fiction.
The sci-fi nerd force is strong with you.
Right. Yes. It's quite strong in me.
Yes.
So what I got was a very unique sort of steampunk science fiction. I thought it was cool. It didn't explain a lot. Like, I still don't understand a lot of the concepts, but I felt like they can get more into it. So I'm a little excited about that in the sense where I do want to see where they go with it. I feel like they're going to go to a place that's not science fiction, and it's going to disappoint me, but we'll see.
Okay.
The Marvels, zero interest. Let me rephrase that. I have negative interest.
Right. Antimatter.
Right. I think that this actually takes away. Like, most of these things don't add anything. They don't move the ball. They just exist. And if you like them, great. This actually somehow makes the MCU worse.
Yes. This is antimatter.
Right. It's the anti version of entertainment. Like, I'm gonna hate seeing all the nerdrotic thumbnails with the Marvel characters with googly eyes staring at me. Not that I don't like nerdrotic, that I don't care about this show, and that I know people are gonna be talking about it for months about how bad it is, and I just don't care. And
then the eyes.
Yeah, googly eyes. And the second one, Ironheart. This is actually so disappointing to me.
Yeah.
All right, so You have and so spoiler alert, Tony Stark dies. If you haven't seen it by now, if you're one of the 3 people in the world that haven't seen Endgame, I'm sorry I spoiled it for you. Iron Man dies at the end of Endgame. It was a great death. It was one of the best movie deaths of all time.
Epic. I love Popcats 3000.
Yes. So good. That movie, when that movie ended, I walked out of the theater. I thought, that's it.
I was like,
there will never be another superhero movie or series like this. Yep. We witnessed history, and they will not be able to repeat it. I turned to my wife and I said, that's the last good superhero movie in Marvel that you'll ever see.
Yep.
And so far I've been right, which sucks. But there is another Iron Man. Mike? War Machine. In the comics, replaces Iron Man.
Yes.
So guys, they're literally skipping. They're skipping over the black guy.
Where is his series? Where is that story?
And if you want to be inclusive, like let's talk on that level. Like they're skipping the established character who's also African American to create a new character out of nothing.
Right.
And then just expect us just to believe it like that.
Impossible. It sucks. Bad idea. It's going to flail. I am going to tell you this much. I have to tell you, while I'm not excited and I'm actually hostile towards Ironheart, I'm going to watch every single episode just out of thematic interest.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
And I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what the storyline is. I tried to like not read into any of it. When I'm gonna watch something, I try to not like get too swayed, whatever. But I can just tell you, I'm already hostile to the idea of the Ironheart, and I don't know how she's gonna put together her own suit. I don't know if she's gonna steal it. I don't know if she's gonna go to the junkyard in Sanford and Son. This mofo. I don't know what's gonna happen.
We see her creating the suit in the Wakanda trailer.
Oh, we do?
In the Wakanda trailer.
She's
in Wakanda.
You're right.
And she's cutting out the heart. And and she hammers it on the floor. Yeah, we see
That's right. That's right. See, I'm already traumatized.
Right.
I'm starting to have like episodic blackouts.
It's so bad. All right, now here is right here. This is competing for like second and third.
This is my number 2 on the list.
Right.
Blade.
So for me, it's like I like Blade, but I really have this. I have this gut, like sinking feeling that they're just gonna ruin this character. And I loved, dude. For me, the Marvel started with Wesley Snipes. Like when I saw a bunch. There was other Marvel movies before the original Blade, but Blade was like Wesley Snipes was like knocks it out of the park for me. It was everything I wanted in a comic book movie. I don't know about the sequels, but the first one was amazing. So when I heard about this, I was like, okay, like is he going to be as gnarly? It's Blade. It's a Disney version of Blade. Like it's.
Yeah, I remember how in Wesley Snipes when he did with the fangs, he was like, and it was just like, whoa, right? Maybe this one's gonna be like fabulous.
Right. So for me, it's like second or third because I'm fully.
I love this character.
I'm expecting Disney to Disneyfy the character that I love so much. Like I love Blade.
Well, let's see what happens.
And of course, yes, as everything in this list, it's let's see what happens. It could be good, but I don't know how Blade. I don't know how you do a PG-13 Blade. I don't know how you do that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Right. How do you do a Deadpool in Disney? You can't. I don't know how this works.
They're gonna have to make the blood black, or I don't know what they're gonna do. Some of the best scenes in Blade were pretty gory.
Bro, there's a scene where it's like a blood like god is like just everyone's
right.
It's outstanding.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Agatha, Coven of Chaos on Disney Plus again. I have no interest in this whatsoever. Yeah.
Antimatter.
I didn't think that Agatha was even that good of a character in WandaVision. Like,
no, but hey,
Daredevil Born Again. I mean, the Netflix show was okay. I don't have a problem with it per se. You know, it has its fans. I think that's awesome.
I don't know. I'm not one of the Daredevil like fanboys.
Neither am I. Yeah, it's like I know.
I don't know what to do with this.
I know people love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they're doing it for those people because, like, for the longest time, we thought that any Marvel on Netflix was just lost to time, right?
Yeah.
Because they weren't going to bring any of the Netflix characters back, but like they're bringing Netflix back, the Netflix character back.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't personally have any connection to it. I watched the series; it was okay. There's parts of it I liked. It felt, you know, it was more like gritty Batman stuff to me, and it wasn't my take. I'm a sci-fi guy, so I'm glad someone likes it. For me, it has no meaning. Captain America: New World Order. I hate this. Not because Falcon gets the shield. That's fine, but give him the serum too. You can't just have. You cannot. The entire Captain America can't be based on a character with no superpowers.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why? See, the thing is, though, I'm completely against. See, you say you're okay with that. I'm completely against it because I think Falcon could be his own guy and have his own show and be his own character, and it's well established, and he's been around in comics forever. And why aren't we getting that show?
Right. No, you're right. And I know that there was a comic book where he became Captain America. And just because it happened in the comics doesn't mean it was a good idea then either.
Right.
Just so you guys know.
Exactly. That's my point.
People that go, oh, well, it happened in the comics. Like, I don't care. Just because something happened in the comics, there's plenty of comics out there that are garbage. And making him Captain America was a bad idea. Captain America is a superhero. He took the serum. And you have a perfectly good character there, Winter Soldier, who has the same exact powers as Captain America. You can literally just hand him the shield and keep it going. You didn't have to make it Falcon. I don't care if it happened in the comic books. I don't care about inclusivity. It doesn't make sense for the story. It didn't make sense for him to take the shield in the first place anyways. It should have been Bucky. It should have been Bucky.
Yes, it should have been Bucky. It should have been Bucky. That is my number one gripe, that he got the shield. Going back to the cinematic universe. Previous movie.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
So overall, I'm going to tell you, like, if I were to grade this lineup,
well, what about Thunderbolts?
No interest, zero, negative, antimatter. Not going to watch it. Don't care.
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, me too. I have no interest. I remember the comic and it was okay, but it's like even then it was like sort of janky. So
even then it was like weird. I think it came in my bag as like, you know how, remember when you had a bag? I don't know if you did, but like I had my list right, and you know, and he'd always throw in one or two others, and that was like one of them that was in there. Like,
yeah, next week
I think that's how I found them.
Next week we're giving away these books, right, on the show, and I'm gonna give away like 13 comics too, and I'm gonna call it the second hand giveaway, because these are all the comics that I got as part of other comic packs, right? That I have zero interest in.
Right, like Sergeant. Those for me, those would be like my Sergeant Rock, right? Like
right.
Those, you know.
Anyways, okay. So talk to me. What do you think about this whole thing?
So if I were to grade this lineup, and if I were to give it a letter grade, and that letter grade is based upon enthusiasm, and you know, enthusiasm and excitement for the subject matter, my interest in continuing following along with the storyline, and frankly, my faith in terms of its executability, I'm going to give this thing a massive C-. And the only reason it's a C- is because I want to see Guardians 3.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. A C-, I think is a.
That's about as generous as I can get.
Yeah, I think that is a very good rating, because there is good stuff in here, but the rest of it is so lackluster that really it's like Blade, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Ant-Man are like the real watchable things there, and Ant-Man is sort of like
We already know how it's going to feel, what it's going to look like. We know what the story is.
Although I love Paul Rudd. Like I can watch.
Love Paul. Everybody loves Paul Rudd. I love Paul Rudd. You love Paul Rudd. Everybody loves, he gets to be, there's certain guys like Paul Rudd and Ryan Reynolds who do their thing in movie after movie, and it's going to be enjoyable probably. I'm that one right there, I'm going to be like, okay, if I see it, I'm probably not going to hate it. I'm probably going to enjoy it. But am I going to be like, ooh, no.
No, yeah.
I'm not going to be goony goohoo kind of thing.
But it's still going to be watchable. So you have a watchable thing there. You do have something excited for Guardians 3 and Blade. Yep. So, yeah, I think C-. I think C- actually might be... I think that actually might be generous. Might be too generous. I'm going to give this a passing grade because you have 3 titles on there that work. But the rest of them are so either uninteresting or toxic that entire 2023 is going to be just garbage. And like I said, 2023, because Daredevil is in 2024, and that could be good, but personally, I'm not really interested. So most of 2023
years from now, bro. It's 2 years from now. I mean, basically, the way I got to look at this list is I got to say, okay, here's everything I'm going to get from this billion-dollar studio, multi-billion-dollar studio. This is everything I'm going to get for the next 2 years. Really?
Right? Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Really? Yeah.
Really? No, really?
Really?
Yeah. So, all right, that's it for this. Let us know what you guys think about the entire phase. Which titles are you excited about? Which ones are you excited to hate watch? Which ones are you going to completely ignore? Let us know in the comment section below.